Dear students, today we are starting a new chapter, Respiration in Plants. I know that you were studied about respiration in plants in previous classes as well, but in this class you have to read about respiration, so you will be aware about the terms like glycolysis, Krebs cycle and their significance. Okay. Reference to may it be aerobic and anaerobic respiration, okay, and their chemical equations and experiments on gaseous exchange and on heat production. As you know, all organs need energy to carry out their body activities. Plants also acquire it for a variety of metabolic activities, which are of two types, that is anabolic and catabolic. Anabolic means Ana means synthesis. So, constructive food biosynthetic activity, and kata means destruction, in which breaking up processes. The anabolic activities are endergonic, it means energy dependent, and while the catabolic activities are usually exergonic, means energy releasing. So, for catabolic activities, we need energies, and in anabolic activities, we require energy, or any organism require energy, and in catabolic activities, energy released. So, if we talk about respiration, it is a catabolic process, okay, in which the living cells oxidize organic substances like glucose with the help of oxygen. Okay, when respiration occurs with the help of oxygen, it called aerobic, releasing carbon dioxide and water and energy, or in the absence of oxygen, it means anaerobic, producing ethyl alcohol, CO2 and energy. So if you see these two equation, okay, first example of this anaerobic respiration and second also, okay, so I am sorry, this is I think this is aerobic respiration and second is anaerobic respiration. So you can see in the equation that the products of aerobic respiration is carbon dioxide, water and released energy released in both processes, but the final product is ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide in the case of anaerobic respiration. And if we compare these both processes, in anaerobic respiration energy released in much less amount, okay. So there are three important characters of respiration. First is breaking of glucose. It does not occur in single step but in a series of chemical steps. These steps occur in two major phases. First is glycolysis. It means glucose conversion of glucose into pyruvate occur in cytoplasm. Okay. Lysis term whenever comes, it means breakdown. So glyco means glucose, so it's breakdown of glucose, you can say. And next is Krebs cycle, in which pyruvate is further reduced into carbon dioxide and water, and ATP molecules are formed, okay, occurring in mitochondria. So these both processes, glycolysis occur in cytoplasm and Krebs cycle occur in mitochondria. Now we talk about the enzymes. Each breakdown steps is due to a particular enzyme, okay. Energy in the form of ATP. Energy released in breaking down of glucose molecules is not all in the form of heat, but a large part of it is converted into chemical energy in the form of ATP. Its form is adenosine triphosphate, the energy currency of cell. Okay, so this ATP is the main molecules which provide us energy. That's why these are called the energy currency of cell. Now we'll understand the difference between respiration and combustion. Lavoisier pointed out that both respiration and combustion, that is burning of coal, wood, oil, etc., are similar in several respects, but they also differ from each other. Various similarities and differences between respiration and combustion are summarized in table 6.1. So you can see that first we read about their similarities. In respiration, oxidation of organic compounds occur, and in combustion also oxygen is utilized in both processes. Carbon dioxide and water are produced in both processes. Okay, and in combustion, water is produced in the form of vapors only. Energy stored in the substrate molecule is released. Okay, energy released in combustion also. Now we read about their differences. Okay, respiration occurs in inside cells, or combustion is a non-cellular process. It means it not occur in cells. It is a biochemical process, whereas combustion is a physiochemical process. Respiration is a slow process, while combustion is a rapid process. It is a stepwise oxidation under the biological control, and combustion is uncontrolled single step oxidation. Each step requires a specific enzyme. No enzyme are needed in combustion. Okay, if you see the burning of coal, wood, etc. Okay, there is no need of enzymes for that. So, in respiration, energy released in various steps is stored as ATP molecules, and energy released in the form of a heat and in a single step only. Body temperature does not rise and remains constant, and temperature rises spontaneously in if we talk about combustion. It takes place at body temperature. Okay, 37 degrees centigrade. It means and it occurs at higher temperature at ignition point of the substrate. Okay, ignition point is the point where any substrate start to burn. Next difference is light is not liberated except in few cases. Okay, and if you see in combustion, light is always produced. A large number of intermediates are formed. No intermediate compounds or materials are formed in combustion. Okay, so these are the differences between respiration and combustion. Now we move to the types of respiration. Degradation of organic food for the purpose of releasing chemical energy can occur with or without the participation of oxygen. The former is called aerobic respiration and the later is called anaerobic respiration. Okay, so as we read earlier, and I told you earlier that in which the process in which oxygen is which happens in the presence of oxygen is called aerobic respiration, and which can occur with or without. Okay, it's not necessary that oxygen is present or not present. It can be occur in both ways. Okay, so it's called anaerobic respiration. So first we read about in detail aerobic or oxybiotic respiration. It is an oxygen dependent, enzymatically controlled, complete oxidative breakdown of respiratory substance to CO2 and water with the release of energy. So you can see here that in this complete oxidation or breakdown of glucose, okay, occur, and carbon dioxide, water, and 38 ATP molecules are produced. So you know that one molecule of glucose contains about 686 kilocalorie of chemical energy, but net gain in free energy following its complete oxidation is only 320 kilocalories. It means only 38 ATP. Okay, the remaining energy is lost as heat. This is the second law of thermodynamics. Thus, efficiency of aerobic respiration is only 44 to 46%. Now we read about the anaerobic or anoxybiotic respiration. It is an oxygen independent, enzymatically controlled, incomplete breakdown of respiratory substrate to carbon dioxide and alcohol in plants and lactic acid in animals. Okay, Almost all plants tested have the ability to carry out anaerobic respiration for the shorter or longer periods. It means every plant can do anaerobic respiration. A simple chemical equation for anaerobic breakdown of glucose to alcohol and CO2 is as follows. Okay, in which glucose is converted into ethyl alcohol in carbon dioxide with the help of a respiratory enzyme, and 2 ATP molecules are present produced. Okay, and if you see, this is the alcoholic fermentation in plants and it is lactic acid fermentation in animals. In animals, lactic acid is produced and energy released. For the equations, it is clear that in anaerobic respiration, no substance is added from outside. It is only involves the rearrangement of the atoms of glucose producing CO2 and ethyl alcohol, okay, or lactic acid, in which releasing energy also. Therefore, this process is also called intramolecular respiration. Intramolecular means no foreign material, okay, no foreign molecules or any other molecule is added in this reaction. Okay, it just breakdown of this glucose into these various products, okay, in this case also. So you can understand it, I hope. Further difference between their types of respiration and the mechanism of anaerobic respiration we will read in next class. Thank you.